Two quick comments about this book by Victor Hugo. The first is that the book is written in French, and we are reading, obviously, an English translation. Why would we read a French book in an English class? Well, in a very simple way, we might say English is a mixture of German and French. And so if we want to understand the English speaker's mind, it might be okay to read some German writers and read some French writers. In fact, in this class, we have read a little bit of Nietzsche, and now we will look at a little bit of Victor Hugo. A second comment about this book is after the passage that we read, in the next couple paragraphs, there is this quote, that thought, thinking, is to some degree an internal rebellion. It is a pushing back of your own self against the world. It is a wrestling with what reality is. When you think, you might find something very fruitful. Your efforts might bring you something good. When you think, your efforts might also put you in danger. But that is life. Learning to fly an airplane, learning to ride a bike. These things are very fruitful. They are also dangerous to some degree. We want to build up our ability to think so that we don't fall into the trap of Javert, which is the character that we are reading about in this passage from Victor Hugo. Javert is a policeman, and Javert is chasing a criminal named Jean Valjean. Now you can see that this is quite a long book, and Javert has been chasing Jean Valjean for quite some time. Nonetheless, the longer the story progresses, the more Javert begins to realize Jean Valjean is not just a criminal. Jean Valjean is also a highly moral man, maybe even a good man, maybe even an amazingly good man, a heroically good man. And by the time Javert comes to this observation, it thrusts him into great suffering. Because suddenly there are two things he has to think about. We get this pair of ideas, these contrasting ideas about good according to the law and good according to the conscience. Here in this paragraph, inside of Javert, there are these two feelings. The feelings of a wolf catching its prey. You could imagine the violence and the hunger of a wolf catching a lamb to eat it. And there's also the feeling of a dog returning to its master. You could imagine the joy and the comfort and the safety of finding that person that you know will care about you and will help you. In this man, Javert, are these two feelings. And the next paragraph goes on to say that these two feelings are opposite. They are going in different directions. And Javert has never thought about these things before. He has always had one direction to go in. He is the policeman, and the criminals are the bad guys. But now something has happened. Javert, the citizen, the policeman, has found a kind of respect for Jean Valjean. He has even done him a service, even helped him. And Jean Valjean has done him a service. They have let each other come and go across the paths of their lives. They have shown each other consideration. In fact, they have even done each other favors. They have helped each other through a difficult circumstance. And this is almost impossible for Javert to accept. All of his life, he has been the good guy and the criminal has been the bad guy. And now, these two opposite ideas are carrying him into a place that he does not recognize. He doesn't know what to do next. Everything seems wrong. And unfortunately, Javert is never able to reconcile himself to these two different ideas. And a few pages later, he throws himself off of a cliff.